Welcome to the review show of the Mobile 1 V8 supercars from Zwartkops Raceway. Our V8 drivers were thrown plenty of curveballs over the weekend, varying from extreme weather conditions to nasty technical gremlins. Did Terry Wolford keep his championship lead? Was Thomas Rip finally in for his first win of the season? Or did the threat come from someone else? Let's first find out what happened in practice and qualifying. Shortly before the first practice on Friday, the heavens opened up and delivered torrential rain for most of the day. It was unnecessarily dangerous for the competitors to practice on the track that is most frequently visited by the series. Only before dusk had the track dried up just enough for a handful of V8s to go out for a few installation laps. On Saturday, it was back to business for the Mobile 1 V8 supercars with the regular 15-minute qualifying. Although rain was looming in the forecast, it stayed dry throughout the day. Thomas Rip took pole position, but only after the session had it become clear on what a miraculous job he'd pulled off. In his first flying lap, his gearbox played up and he had to do his runs without the essential third gear. Together with Terry Wolford in his Ford Falcon, they were the only racers to break the 1-minute 2-second barrier. Thomas, congratulations on your pole position, but I believe you encountered a gremlin on your way there. Tell us what happened.
Yes, so the car was absolutely fantastic this morning, and we go out and the first flying lap and the gearbox breaks. So we had to go without a third gear, but the car was absolutely fantastic. So first, second and fourth was all we needed. So fantastic start to the day. Thank you.
With the start grid for race 1 determined, most teams were ready for the opening race. Not for reigning champion Mackie Adlam, who needed 10 minutes extra time to finish his repairs and unfortunately missed the start. Here's what happened in the first race of the day. Thomas Rip took full advantage of his pole position and took an instant lead, followed by Terry Wolford and Ben Morgan-Root Sr., who surprised everyone with the third position in qualifying. As the battle for second position continued, Rip managed to extend his lead. JP Norke in fourth immediately pushed hard and managed to work his way up to an impressive second position. The real drama unfolded for Thomas when he encountered a technical problem in his final lap and handed the lead over to JP Norke. JP gracefully took the victory while Thomas did his utmost best to bring his Chevy V8 home in second, just barely beating Rolf Duplessis to the finish line. So JP, although the weekend didn't start the way we wanted to, you conquered race 1. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we had good pace, and I think Lady Luck also turned on our side this weekend. So we won the first race. Pity about Thomas. I believe it's a wheel bearing failure, but we'll take it as it comes. Win is a win. So last race we had bad luck. This race it turned a bit different.
JP Norke took his maiden victory in race 1 and Rolf Duplessis scored his first podium of the season. The biggest mover of the race was David Coetzee, who climbed up 4 positions to finish in 6th, his first finish of the season. For the reverse grid race 2, it was Coetzee on pole position with Steve Herbst next to him. Rip and Norke were positioned 10th and 11th, while Mackie Adlam lined up as last in 13th. Let's find out how race 2 unfolded. David Coetzee and Anthony Marks were the early showmakers of the race. Anthony in particular made his mark by pushing hard, showing that he is a fierce competitor in the V8s. In the meantime, the top runners from the opening heat were working their way up gradually towards the front of the field. But nothing compared to the whirlwind that is Mackie Adlam, who had untouched fresh rubber on his Jaguar XKR and steamed past the whole field. By lap 7, Adlam had made his final move and took a convincing win ahead of Wolford and Rip. Thomas managed to squeeze out the fastest lap of the weekend and took home the last prize available. Mackie, what an incredible performance from last on the grid to winning race 2. How did you do it?
Amazing. Compliments to all the drivers, Terry Wolford for helping us with the gearbox, and St. Luke Mobile 1 for making it possible for us to race, and an awesome place to be in. From last to a win, only a blessing.
From a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you right now?
15.
With his consistent races, Terry Wolford increased his championship lead from 2 to 7 points over Thomas Rip, who climbed from 4th to 2nd in the standings. Although Adlam won the second race, he still drops a spot in the standings because of his no start in the opening race. Franco Di Matteo, who didn't start at all, dropped back to 4th, while JP Norke enters the top 5 after his maiden victory. Rolf Duplessis and Dave Coetzee are now in the top 10 after 4 heats. That's it for round 2 from Zwartkops Raceway. The V8s have a small, much-needed break until racing resumes on the 7th and 8th of June at Pekisa Freeway in Welkom. But stay tuned for plenty of action as we'll keep covering the series and everything that happens behind the scenes. Till next time, have a fast week ahead and good night.